Hi, this is Douglas from the upcoming Reno Ukulele Festival, the 12th annual. And regardless of whether you're coming to that or not, I've got something special for you today that is all yours to do with as you wish. The song is She Loves You, and we're going to play it in the same key they recorded it, but we're going to play it on this instrument. In order to play this song and make it sound like the original, I will offer a couple of optional chord tweaks from their original, which will bring a hint of the Beatles' vocal harmonies into the melody. The Beatles only used, I think, 7 or 8 chords, but they added extra tones through their vocal harmonies, and we're going to try to simulate those by giving you a couple chord tweaks here. So let's take a look at these chords. First, you'll notice that the E minor 7th and the G 6th are the same shape, but be aware you'll have to use a true E minor as well. So why is this chord called two different things in one song? That's a music theory thingy we don't need to go into, but let me say that we'll be using G 6th at some points where the Beatles played a G major, so we can hear the harmonies. Just wait, it sounds so cool, and you will recognize the sound if you've been around long enough to have She Loves You ingrained in your head. Next, notice that some chords have white dots. Those are optional chords. You can play just the black dots if you like, but the white dots will add more of the overall sound and, as I said, some of the vocal sounds that they're getting. Also notice the arches over and under. Those indicate bars. Nothing different about an upside down bar. That's just, especially on the C minor 6, that's barring twice, barring with all 4 strings with this finger, and then with your ring finger again. Don't have to do that. The Beatles used C minor in that spot, but we're adding the 6th because they added that vocally. Finally, the D augmented, I don't think is in the original recording. It's not in the original transcript version that I have. They're just going directly to the D7th. However, as you will hear, and as I'll demonstrate, the D augmented adds another one of those trademark sounds. Let's take a look at the first line. E minor, you can play it either of the 2 ways shown on the chart, with or without the 4th string. You can play it like this, or you can shift your ring finger to the 4th string, drop your pinky onto the 3rd string. That's the way I prefer it. And then we're going to go to a regular A7. Okay. Then we're going to go to a regular C, or you can play it full C. And then we're going to finish with that G6th. Okay, so let's go that far. 1, 2, 3, 4. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now there's a lick you more advanced players can throw in here. This is my version of it. You may pick out your own. So I'm doing just notes, open 3rd and 4th string, and 3rd fret of the 4th string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so it would sound like this. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. All right. Second part of the 2nd string goes to a G chord. Second part of the 2nd line goes to the G chord. You think you lost your love. Now you're just dropping your ring finger off the G, going to the E minor 7th. But it sounds different than that G6th, doesn't it? Because the notes being sung over the top of it are different. Pay attention, that's really fun. Then it goes to B minor, which is bar of the 2nd fret, and ring finger down on the 4th string of the on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Too many numbers for my old brain here. If you're not good at bar chords, make sure your thumb's in the back to give you maximum pinching power. Tilt to get the ukulele straight up and down or away from you to lessen the amount of curve your wrist has to go around there. Give you a good bar, because you're going to stay on it for the next chord. Okay, so you think you lost your love, B minor, well I saw her yesterday. Again, you're just keeping the bar down. B minor with your ring finger down, lift that up, middle finger down for D7. Okay, next line the same. You she's thinking of, and you told me what to say. She says she loves you. Okay, back to the G6th. And you know that can't be bad. Here's another lick you can throw in here if you like, and that is you're in this position of E minor, or this position, doesn't matter. Your middle finger is on the first note of the descending note. So you're going from 3rd fret of the 2nd string to 2nd fret of the 2nd string to open 2nd string. Okay? So we'll go back and I'll show you where that fits. So she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She says she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Now, C minor, or the option of playing C minor 6th. One of 2 really difficult chords for newer players is coming up right now. The Beatles played a C minor, which is this chord. It is a partial bar of just the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string on the 3rd fret. But to get the harmony note in there, you more bar-capable people bar the 2nd fret and then partially bar with your middle finger the 3rd fret. That's a harmony note from the vocals. And then it goes to D, and you're already in a position to just leave the bar down for a D. Now you can add your pinky to the 5th fret if you want, or you can just let up on your fingers so the 1st string mutes a bit and just play that D with those 3 notes. Or you can not worry about how hard your finger's pressing down and just hit the closest 3 strings to you. Okay, all options there. All right, so let's go back and attempt to play this from the top all the way through Glad, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line, the end of the 5th line where it says Glad. So we're going to try that. We'll do it sort of slowly, okay? 1, 2, 3. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Think you've lost your love? Well, I saw her yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She says she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She loves you, and you know you should be glad. Okay. It then repeats the chord progression for the 2nd verse, so we can keep going. She said you hurt her so, she almost lost her mind. Now, if you notice, she said you hurt her so. I'm going to a full E minor there. You can play the E7th again. I like to put it in there just for a little variety. So either way is fine. Start again here. 6th line. She said you hurt her so, she almost lost her mind. D or D7 there works. Now she says she knows you're not the hurting kind, because she loves you and you know that can't be bad. She loves you and you know you should be glad. Okay, and now we're basically doing the intro again. So we are on the end of the second line of the second page. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a love like that. Now we come to the D augmented. Okay, D augmented is the same shape as a D minor, but you're shifting the entire shape towards the floor, one string. So you've got first string, and then the second and third next to that. And you're adding your pinky to the third fret of the fourth string. Okay, that chord is made up by the Beatles' voices. They are actually playing a D7th, which follows that chord. So this is a completely optional chord, the D augmented. Don't worry, this guy's watching you, so if you screw up, he's gonna know. Anyway, so let's try this back from the end of the second line of the second sheet. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. And then it goes back to, I believe, the bottom of the first page. It's basically repeating what we did, so you can figure that out using the sheet music and referring back to this video if you like. I want to now address the ending. The ending begins on the fifth line of the second page. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Again, it's those two notes, if you want, to E minor. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Hear that? Have fun.